Mr. Roboto? No? No? Okay. All right, good, because everything we just said didn't make any sense, so it'll be much better. And we'll start the stream from here. So hi, I'm Mike Lasco, I'm the community manager.
I got a floating exclamation point. Why would we make sense? I put a floating exclamation point in.
On Project Spark, I'm here with Henry Sturch, the creative director, and BJ, who is the super ninja designer, gangster, extraordinaire, debutante.
So we got Decepticon.
I always forget it. You know what? It goes off his business card, so I don't remember it.
Yeah.
So it's really tough. So sorry for being late today. We had a lot of stuff. We had the update went live today, and that was going pretty well. So we are jumping on that and getting that going. Obviously, we're cranking towards the Xbox One beta as well. We've got some cool content stuff coming out that we're going to show you today, in addition to Frog's level, because we promised him we would show him his level. And a few other things. We actually have a list of stuff that we're going to talk about, but I can't find it.
We got a demo oregano Mr. Roboto.
Henry, the problem is Henry sends me so much mail that if I sort by Henry's mail...
I send you just letters sometimes. I'm like, hey, Mike, D.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
But usually I know, usually I do something, like announce something. I'm like, oh, he must mean I can announce his feature. So I do it. So it works both ways. Yeah. So, okay. So what else do we have? Henry, why don't you talk a little bit about the high level of what this update was supposed to address?
Sure. So there was a series of big or more severe bugs. So that was sort of the first priority around this patch. I would say that the theme around the patch is definitely more bug focused, but there were some other things that were pretty big to the user experience. We talked about disabling the ability to share a crossroads level on the first time through. To help with some of the newest feed congestion. So that's something that made this QFE. There was a bunch of other stuff around the touch controls would drop off unintentionally when you were trying to do things like the brush intensity, and that got fixed as well.
Quick straw poll. How many people in chat right now have used or do use Project Spark with touch? Just sort of a non-scientific...
Game sound is pretty loud.
So we had to redo all our settings for the thing because there was a problem with the machine, and the Age of Empires guys, Kiefer and Ryan, did a great job of getting everything back up in time for our stream. Unfortunately, that went all our settings, so you can imagine how it looked with me and Henry trying to get everything working again. It wasn't pretty. So it looks like we've got a few. Yeah, there's some. Okay, cool. All right. So I just didn't know if this was relevant to you guys or whatever. So we fixed those issues, and when it comes to that touch stuff, guys, those of you that do it, please let us know, because there's a lot of things that we may miss because there isn't a ton of people using touch right now. We think there's going to be more. So if you encounter some issues or things like that, make sure you bring them to our attention so that we can make sure that they're addressed for other folks that maybe aren't there and don't have the lifeline to us that you guys do. So let's see, what else do we have?
Rustic House B was fixed.
The that horrible place, Rustic House B, the last place you want your kids to ever go because it's just a rough place, and that was causing some UGC to mistakenly believe it contained some content it didn't, and it would actually lock people out of their own levels, which as you can imagine, was pretty horrifying for all of us, never mind you guys. So that has hopefully been fixed. I think they've conserved that's been fixed, and we hope that'll address most of the issues, if not all of the issues involved in that. But as with everything, it's beta, so we need you guys to go out, keep us honest, let us know if it's still
do you have the actual list, or are we going to keep making stuff up?
Oh, no, I have it right here. I just want to see how long you can go from memory.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Okay, so as you guys know, the QFE, which is the patch, is essentially live now. So if you swipe out into the charms and go to settings and then say update, you'll be able to see that the update is available and you can grab it now. There may be some server-side updating that we're still ironing out, but in general, we should be ready to roll there. I can read the chat now.
Do you want the chat or the notes? Because, I mean, you don't get both on this laptop.
I guess not. These aren't the notes.
This is what you sent me.
That's what we're going to do today.
Oh,
Got the
okay.
notes.
What? Oh, you wanted the patch notes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
It's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, they're up on our website. Okay.
Well, that's not our website, but they
Yeah,
are
they're
up on our website.
They're up on, yes. So we fixed a bug where the game would incorrectly believe that certain UGC items, such as the infamous Rustic House B, were part of a content pack. So this should resolve problems that users were getting, where they were getting locked out of the content when they were using that. And that was definitely something that was unintentional. We resolved an issue that frequently minimized and maximized windows on Mike's screen.
While Henry was reading, which is how.
Where's my teleprompter? That frequently prevented default sounds from playing properly. So that probably would explain why some people's levels were unintentionally quiet. Text message to the user info box indicating when a player is offline. So a lot of sort of comfort of life stuff. Several bugs around crashing when you're launching the game. Resolve the bug that sometimes caused the brush shape options to disappear when using touch that we talked about. Players, so one of the things we did is we altered the flow when you exit a UGC. So you might remember if you like went into a UGC and then you saw something cool in the boxes in the bottom and then you went into that. When you came out of them, it got all sort of tangled and you started rating the wrong ones and ended up in the wrong spot.
It's pandemonium.
Mass hysteria. Dogs and cats
Yeah.
living together. So we fixed that. We also changed the rating screen so it's a little bit more obvious what's going on there when you give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. We labeled it better and we called it out a little bit better. What else did we do? We renamed the website button to feedback. So that's one thing that's really important. So this is obviously a build that doesn't have that. But every level that you create gets its own forum on the Project Spark website. And you can actually access that by hitting this feedback button. And then you can comment on the level and leave people advice, troll them like Sax did to me.
Don't troll them.
When I put up my level, whatever
You
else.
can troll Henry. No, that's all right.
You can keep doing that. So that's a really important thing that I think a lot of people are missing out on, and it's a really cool thing to take advantage of.
Sorry.
Oh,
Trying to
no.
find the chat, but it
Great.
keeps disappearing.
Karlsnor's anger management classes have continued to pay off, so the very intense screen effect that was happening when he was in rage mode has been toned down a bit. Players will be taken to the proper level details screen after exiting UZC from the pause menu. Players will no longer need to visit the play screen before My Uploads becomes visible. And then one of the big things that I sort of saved for last was we did improve the search time, and we actually give you some feedback now when a search is happening. So that should be a much cleaner and more polished process. And then the Y button will consistently access the profile page, which shows you all of the challenges and the daily challenges on the main menu. A couple of other little things around gameplay experience. Like
These
I
are
said,
bonus
that's right.
patch
We
features.
we got the
Update
Crossroads
features.
stuff that was in to disable. And then yesterday, not necessarily related to the patch, but we added a new feed that is called Surprise Me. And that feed is a random feed that sort of refreshes every couple minutes. So it's sort of a fun, just go into that feed and random stuff shows up. That might help some of the problem of feeds going from newest very quickly to, to another way of finding it. Now there's a random in there as well. So definitely a bunch of really good fixes.
So prepare to be surprised.
Yeah, and hop into that feed when you're looking for fun stuff to do.
Awesome.
The service is probably unavailable because of some of the updating that we're doing. So you may see some intermittent outages. I believe it's the next 2 or 3 hours.
The technical term is weirdness.
Weird.
That's what our service guys said, that it's actually.
I'll hand this over to BJ here to
We're getting out of here.
to mess around. I'm going to look and see if there was any notes that I missed that I took for myself. Because Mike's got some inbox clutter.
Just a tad.
And today we have a couple of fun things. I think it's great timing that the patch is out on the same day as the Twitch stream.
Well, I don't know if I would say it's great timing, but yeah. Well, it's good that we get to talk to you this soon, this quickly. So I officially got chat going now, so I can stop ignoring what you guys are saying in chat. Well, I won't. I'll still see it. If I ignored it, it's on purpose now. So let us know if you have any sort of questions or anything. And BJ Secrets, go.
The only other thing that I did miss was we sort of unintentionally broke the double jump animation So we fixed that in the patch. And the crowd is asking to reveal secrets.
So
probably related to Project Spark.
We
But
do.
If you want to say any secrets.
We do have. Where's Jimmy Hoffa? BJ knows. He knows all. He has it all.
He's in the end zone. In Giant Stadium.
Mike Kelly's freaking out.
The Seahawks are gonna win.
Oh, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
We gotta go with a local team, guys. It's the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Although I like Peyton Manning, even though he crushed my Patriots, that was rough.
That was horrible.
I've
only watched that 3 or 4 times on my DVR now.
I don't even know why we get along, Henry, since
I don't either.
you hate on my teams. And you root for such bad teams.
I know. Did Brady finally get a high five?
Nah, he's still trying.
Yeah.
He's still trying. Hey, that team doesn't just give out high fives to anybody. You gotta earn it.
At least Geno Smith is allowed on the airplane again. So that's a good thing.
All right, so question. So Mike Kelly's freaking out about the patch. So we're doing the service update. There will be widespread weirdness, which may be you can't connect. It may be that some things don't show up. UGC doesn't show up. Some props, items, content may show up. You may experience excessive sweating, dry mouth, irritability, and God knows what else. So until that's done and we give the old clear, which hopefully someone will post, but probably not since I'm here. But I'll post an update as soon as we get that all done. I think they're just finishing it up and we're just waiting to get the final word. So until then, don't panic. After that, we'll tell you when it's okay to panic. Oh, I have a meeting in 5 minutes. Look at that. Okay. So what else? Anything we want to cover before we jump into what BJ is going to leak for us?
No, I don't think so. I mean, some people have been asking about some updates on the beta. And
any news on Xbox One?
Right. So, as far as we're going, things still seem to be falling to schedule, which is February. We don't really have too many updates. I think the biggest sort of thing will be the date when we go into certification, which we haven't yet. But that is still on track where we think we are. So, not seeing a ton there. We had a couple of things for those that don't know. We've been putting some new levels in the featured feeds. And seeing some amazing creations like a Crystal Story and the defense game and a bunch of really cool stuff there. And then there's been some kind of issues with the creators being able to remix them. So we've temporarily put some of those back, and we're very actively working on how to address that.
So it sounds to me like, to sum up, we've seen some really amazing stuff, which we then promoted and then destroyed. Ruined, froze, broke, tainted.
Corrupted slightly.
So that's on us, guys. Like we're really trying to. We think like some of this awesome stuff we're seeing is great. We want to get it out there, and so we're trying to do some things to really feature this stuff so everybody sees it. And sometimes there's some weirdness here. In this case, these guys couldn't edit and republish their levels when it was in the feed, and everybody tells me that that's perfectly impossible to. Couldn't have possibly happened, yet it's happening, and so we're sorting it out.
It was strange because we definitely saw some consistent stuff on that, but then we also saw some people that had stuff in the feed that were able to do it. So we think we've narrowed some stuff down, and the bottom line is that being featured in the feed should be a 100% awesome, positive experience, and
it's like,
right now it's not.
So, no, don't throw me in the fire.
Right, exactly. I don't want to be featured, so we don't want that to happen. So we're actively trying to fix that.
Yeah, poor Ant, man. That guy.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. It's an amazing game.
He makes the most amazing thing ever, and then we're just like, ah!
And then we take it and say,
yeah, this is pretty, and we crush it.
You shall not be able to take that. So the thing is that's a great game, and it'll have tons and tons of downloads, and
yes,
we're going to do what we can to get it.
Nothing we can do can take away from the greatness of that game.
Any 768p resolution support. So I believe we have some resolution. So I'm not sure if we've entirely announced it, so I'm going to say this is our speculation right now. But the idea is that when the Xbox One beta goes live, we would again have another patch for the PC version. We want to make sure that they're both up to date and they're sort of staying in parity. One of the things we are trying to do is some of the resolution fixes around that same time. The other thing is, and I'm not going to say we're 100% locked, but I know people have asked us before, we are targeting and we think we can hit 1080p native on Xbox One. So that's looking really good right now. Unless some things change around optimization or things like that, we are able to say that we are pretty confident we'll be 1080p native on Xbox One, and it's looking really nice. And we've seen quite a bit of polish and cleanup. We hope to be able to get the Xbox One build on Twitch pretty soon.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe next week. I want to make sure that it's, I don't know, I want to make sure it's we can show as much as we need to show on it.
Yeah, and we want to make sure that the magic is all the stuff that everybody spent all this time on, invested in the game. Like, you can just see those things running on the Xbox version. So, you know, we want to make sure we get that in a very magical state, and then we show it.
Gotcha. My laptop is only 768. So we support a lot of different resolutions, but the only one we've optimized for is the
920 by...
1920 by 1280?
1920, right.
1920 by 1280.
Right.
And that's the one that we made sure absolutely everything worked, or we bugged it. And that was, again, we could have gotten them all done, but it was weighing that versus delaying the beta more, so we gave it out. And what we didn't do, and you can put that on me, it's like we didn't communicate that well enough for folks that they understood. And that's one of the things that we need to get better at overall.
Yes. Zod is asking for keyboard shortcuts being reinstated. I'll follow up into that. One of the other things we haven't announced, but we're trying to do, is keyboard mapping to controller automatically. So this way, when the Xbox One beta rolls out, any games that were made on keyboard will automatically map to controller. So that's been our keyboard mapping priority. I'll follow up on what we can do with shortcuts and where that's at.
No, we didn't take down the servers to make people watch our stream, although that is a good idea.
That is a good idea.
About it, right?
Yeah, that probably explains.
In fact, I had to go to Project Spark Community and yell at them to stop streaming because, you know, they were. I think they had more folks in their channel than ours.
So people are asking a couple things about Surface Pro 2. I'll say I play on Surface Pro 2 a lot. I feel the game runs excellent on Surface Pro 2. Crossroads a little bit slower maybe, so you might want to look at some of the settings when you run in the Crossroads. We're doing some optimizations there in the future. One of the big things about Surface Pro 2 is a new firmware patch that just went up a couple days ago. I know when I grabbed it, it seemed to help a ton just in general around battery life and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend, if you haven't gotten the firmware patch, if you're on manual updates or something like that, to take a look at that. It was supposedly a pretty big fix and a big rollout. So I would say take a look at that. Otherwise, you know, Spark Transformers.
So we get a lot of questions about keyboard and mouse support on the Xbox One, and I can honestly say I have no idea what the answer is to that.
Officially, keyboard and mouse is not supported on Xbox One.
Right.
If you happen to boot the Xbox One with a keyboard attached, it might work, but it's not officially supported.
It's not. So platform-wise, that's not an official platform thing.
Yeah.
So we haven't done anything on our end for that. So it's really a platform question, and I barely know anything about our product, so I don't like to say anything about platform.
King is asking, yes. So controller will be integrated into the tutorials. That's another thing we need to make sure we're doing, and we have ready for the Xbox One.
Is it ready?
Pretty close. It's in its own branch, so we have to make sure it goes into the other branch. But we have controller working on the tutorials.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big thing. You know, we want to make sure that the Xbox One experience covers all of that stuff, and you know, we sort of prioritize some of those edge cases based on the initial PC platform, but that stuff's all coming back to parity.
Can you type with Smart Glass?
Not at the beta launch, you can't.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Smart Glass features and stuff like that more as we get close to the official sort of release, which will be probably, I would guess it would be beta, closed beta, open beta, and we'll skip Kappa, Delta, we'll go to release at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Smart Glass, the full Smart Glass functionality is still a ways off, so don't expect that anytime soon there, although certainly something we're excited about.
So somebody's asking, game-wise, how do we design so that we get equivalent operation on desktop machines and Xbox? So I think, you know, the Xbox performance is going to probably be your most commonly stable and consistent platform performance-wise. So desktop, you know, it's going to vary what your performance is. So I would say, you know, you would probably want to look at what that is individually. As far as making your own game, there's a couple of tiles that will actually detect your input. So one of the cool things you can do is you can make a game that sees somebody launched your game or came in, or the last input that was pulled was, you know, keyboard, and then you can actually switch all the tutorials and make sure all the controls work under that situation.
Really?
You can also make it so, you know, just automatically switches to controller. If you don't want to do that, we are putting some automatic parity, kind of parity in it. So if you just have a keyboard game out there, you know, what we don't want is we don't want people to load up a UGC and have a keyboard-only game be unplayable. So it'll auto-map as best as it can controls from like the, you know, WASD into the left stick and things like that. So we don't want you to have to do a lot to go between versions, but if you really want it to be polished, use those auto-detect tiles that'll flip between the controls and then make some custom stuff. All right, should we have BJ roll on with the show?
So what BJ is going to announce is a new content pack that I personally think you guys are going to go ballistic over, but, you know, I've been around before. And the name of it is Keys to the Castle.
Right.
Indeed. So without further ado, show the marketplace version. Let's check it out here. Where's my keys?
There we go.
Yay. Woohoo! All right, so welcome to Keys to the Castle. So this is this pack has a really strong focus on architectural props, castle, fantasy architecture. It's got a variety of other things inside it too, of course. Let me go through, show you some of the cool pictures. So it's got some nice paint materials that come with the pack. Got some sounds. It's got this great trumpet sounds. There's like this cool positive and negative trumpet sound. So like if you want to introduce your king or the prince or somebody, it's yeah. And then it has this great fail. You know, like wah wah wah. It's awesome. Yeah, that's it. So there's a I'm going to show you these actually in the game, but I'll just kind of jam through here. There's a lot of props. There's over 40 in this puppy. A lot of the props are modular. They snap together pretty nicely. You can build towers, you can build ramparts, you can build all kinds of stuff. Portcullis gates, arrow loops, various towers, battlements. Got some flags. Elbow joints, a new staircase, a new platform, new castle pillar. Got these big, strong entrance here. You can put different gates inside of it. Got the gearbox. These big flags are really cool, and the credit unlocks, there's also variants of those flags have the wolf on them, so you can have a wolf castle or a wing air sword castle, whatever you want to do. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that comes in here. I think the thing that's going to be the most impressive that you see is actually once we jump into it. Should we show the preview showcase level?
Yeah.
It might not work.
So again, every content pack has a preview showcase that you can access from the marketplace.
What should we explore?
You're just showing our feed?
Oh,
Just for
yeah.
safety?
Yeah, I just want to show this one thing.
Just in case any...
Just in case BJ's made any...
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
you're
you
not
know
aware.
what? I'd worry more about what the team's been making than what the community's been making.
You switch the feeds to only Team Dakota.
Oh,
Well, how did you change that back?
All right.
here we go.
So you press.
Well,
the,
he didn't announce anything, like, you
Not
know.
yet. So you go into your profile screen, and then you go into options, and you go into controls, and you scroll down, and you can see moderated content only on. You can go ahead and turn that off. You can also turn off the help dialogues from here. You can turn on showing object names and brain references. There's quite a bit of cool stuff in here to take a look at. So now your feed will, in theory, unless the server's down, populate more than
Maybe
this.
that's what's going on. We'll see.
So you can see here, BJ hit enter, and that's some of the new search stuff. So search results for castle, the word shows up to show you that it's searching. So yeah, we lost connection.
Oh,
Yay.
okay.
It's
Well,
almost like they're patching or
Let's
something.
go into create. Create.
It is almost like they're patching.
Okay, so first thing I want to do, I'm going to do a couple little setup things. Let me get my favorite tool, Grid Snapper.
Very
You guys
tasty.
can talk while I got to pull out a few props here. It's going to take me a couple seconds.
So what's new,
And you
Senator?
saw BJ click on the Grid Snap tool with the mouse and keyboard. One of the things that's slightly more hidden than we wanted it to be because it was being triggered by accident was if you want to select the Grid Snap with the controller, you can hold down on the D-pad for a second or so, and then it'll actually kick in.
So I'm gonna get some pieces going here, and then I'm gonna, with these, we need a wireless controller. I'm gonna.
Yeah. So somebody's brought up a couple times. There is some sort of a skating physics bug that's sort of launching the characters when they overlap into a bunch of collision. Most notably would be a cave scenario. So that is something that's somewhere on our bug list to fix. If you guys are running into that a lot, it's really good information for us. Send that over to us on the website and over on support, and we'll try and see if we can follow up on what the priority of that is as well. But we've definitely seen instances where collisions that are like wrapping and bending along each other, the character can even sometimes shoot out of the screen and stuff like that. So for the initial, a couple people have asked, for the initial Xbox One beta start, multiplayer will not be part of it. We are focused on bringing what you have now from the PC over to the Xbox One, along with some Kinect features and a couple of other little upgrades and things to fix it. So multiplayer will be something that follows down the road. So some people are asking about earning in-game money and currency and stuff like that. By completing milestones and challenges and leveling up your Spark level, you'll earn credits, and then you can use those credits to buy unlocks or save them up to buy packs.
Okay, so these props that I'm putting in here are some of the major props that I'm going to use to build a castle. Real quick, let me get my little buddies here. So you can see there's a variety of wall pieces, roof pieces, battlements, doors. I think it's about 5 props in this pack have new power on, power off animation. So I think I'm good here. Oh, there's a couple more things. Get my...
This pack is currently slated to be the same cost as the desert biome, I believe. So whatever the credits and the tokens are on that should be the same.
Yeah. This is a super pieces pack. It doesn't come with any characters, no new squirrels, no new knights. It's pure focus on castle. Real quick, let me just show you the scale of these. Things are epic.
We have a website
like,
for them.
Straight out of the box, like boom. This is some big stuff. All right, let's get going. So
that's on the list to fix the website forum milestones. There's a couple other things we want to do around the website and contributing to the milestones. Hopefully we'll be able to get that one fixed soon. But yeah, the idea is, again, like just for participation even on the website and in the community, you should be getting rewarded and completing milestones. Is it another evil door that will smack you across the map? They're all evil. It's pretty funny because Mike and I filmed the recap video right after we did the last Twitch stream, and I showed a crystal story, and I remembered not to get smacked by the door, but it was funny. Mike pulled the backseat driver of like, watch out for the door!
We're so trained now. Watch out, watch out!
We'll try and tone down the evilness of the doors at some point.
okay, so I'm using the corner pieces here.
So what's really important is the philosophy behind this pack.
Yeah.
So maybe more so than ever, and GridSnap really emphasized this. This pack was sort of built together to sort of snap into these pieces and be extremely modular and easy to build with. So you can see here, these pieces intentionally are lining up. They're lining up flush against each other, and you can see that the architecture and that integrity is remaining. And that was a big thing for this pack.
Yep.
Can I get Henry to send me the noise file? I need that in my game.
You know,
maybe I'll put that in as an onboard assembly in the Kinect record.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. We should probably monetize that. I think
directly to me though, right? No.
Yeah. Oh no, that goes
credit
to
unlocks are good enough.
Community fund.
Credit unlocks are good.
Okay, so I'm gonna build a castle
in 35 seconds or less.
35 seconds.
Go. Come on.
Why? Why does it keep saying that?
No, not working. BJ didn't even try to speed up.
No.
He's just thinking, be happy I'm not leaking anything right now.
Not leaking.
No, he's probably thinking what to leak.
I love this piece.
I love
this
watching
piece is
this
awesome
too. It's
right
super
here.
powerful.
It is kind of cool. It's kind of mesmerizing.
Okay.
So run around in there.
So, not yet.
What?
Not yet.
Oh.
Patience,
Oh,
patience.
No, I got a plan. Check this out. Okay, now I'm going to grab this battlement here. This piece is sweet. Okay, so let's drop this on this, like, here. And that is
I've never seen you have
Good
so
to
many
go.
windows open.
So everything's going weird today.
Drop this over here.
Ever have one of those days?
Yeah.
That looks good. And let's get to stamping. Okay. I grab my little corner battlement. Put this little piece of the puzzle right in here. And throw one here. And then now there's a few things, of course. It's this is traversable through here, and of course along here. You also have the option of using these roof pieces. You get a little roof action going on this side. Just to kind of show you a little bit of the diversity and fun that you can have with this set.
So people are getting excited to see the new textures that come with the castle pack.
Oh yeah, we'll get to those. I'll show you those. Yeah,
DJ's like a showman weaving his story.
look at that.
Oh no, he's got this all planned out.
Okay, and then let me get my little corner bud.
The focus groups really liked this this Twitch stream when we did it.
That's right, yeah. We put this past the
Get
script
my little.
committee.
Yeah.
That was great. They finely tuned our opening, you could tell.
Yeah, I think it's really paying off.
I failed that one. I failed that snap. Please forgive me, but I got to move on. Oh, this is bad. Let me grab
No
that.
pressure. Hurry up,
Okay.
man! Hurry up!
Cool. So now let me do a couple more things. I'm gonna grab this. This is a cool piece. If you want to make like a catapult or something, you're looking for some things that are some nice wheels. You want to make a 4x4 monster truck. Give this thing a try. It's pretty gnarly.
It's like an evil carousel.
So
Yeah.
if you have spark power, Henry, how do you get the use 30-minute spark time goal?
The same way I did. You do it after it runs out.
So yeah, that's a known
something
bug.
we have to address in some way.
Because I mean, nothing
That
like
looks good to me.
kicking somebody who's.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the intent behind that goal was, so the first time you play, you're getting really, you're getting into everything, and we didn't want to, we have the free to play, introduction to the game, and we didn't want to have a really hard stopper wall, right? I think, you can continue to play create mode, unlimited and forever. So when it came to the UGC stuff, we didn't want to have a hard stop the first time, you're introduced to Spark Time. So we basically unlock a challenge that gives you enough coins to go ahead and buy, enough credits to go ahead and buy another full day of unlimited Spark Time. So that's really what the intent of that challenge was. But when you buy Spark Time, you should also be able to collect the 2,000 coins somehow. So we got to try and figure out how to work that out.
Cool. So this wall piece here with the opening, the double doors meant to just plug right in there, and we have this. Oh, did I take the actual one? Yeah, I did. Let me grab that back.
But if it makes them feel any better, I made the same mistake of buying it first and then running it down.
Not me.
This is a little insert bud.
My plan's ahead.
Well, no, I just
This piece is
get
cool.
you guys to play.
This piece, by the way, is great for making new types of houses. So if you want to build like royal homes or townhomes, you want to upgrade from the woodland, rustic village type stuff.
Townhomes.
Yep. Okay, let's put some towers back here. So I got my tower foundations. There are a couple tower pieces. I'm going to use this one because it has some traversable areas on it. I don't know if traversable is a word.
It is now. It should be.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure it'll get in there.
So we'll sink that right down in there. And that looks pretty good. Another one over here. That looks good.
So,
Oh.
Sugna.
One thing I want to show you. Wait. Oh.
I'll answer after you.
Oh, this piece is cool. This is if you're into like tower defense kind of games or something, you can like.
Who would play those?
Who would do that? You can just bust this piece out. You don't even have to do any movement.
That's cool.
You just rotate it, and
there's your
then
little turret platform.
yeah, and then you can put a little one of these battlements on top of it. Put a birthday cake topper on it, or you want to make a giant chess game, or glue this together and string it down, make a rook.
Giant chess game.
Giant
I didn't
chess
think
game.
about that.
Challenge
That would be awesome.
accepted.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. Let me throw this on top of this one over here, since I got my crenellations going on the left side of the castle.
Get your crenellations on.
That looks good. And there's a variety of another roof here. I like this one. This makes another cool hat for all you people that like making hats out of our roofs. This is a cool one. Perfect.
Cool. So to dive into the socket question, yes, there are plans to upgrade the sockets at some point. I think those are really good suggestions. I think Eris was linking you to a good forum thread around some of that stuff. That stuff's great for us when you guys.
Oh, you mean the forum thread I sent to the whole team that
yes.
you guys commented on?
When you guys, put stuff in the forums and we can aggregate and get that stuff together, it's really helpful. So we do want to expand sockets. We also want to kind of clean up that menu a little bit too. Sometimes it's a little hard to preview your rotations when you attach stuff in that menu, and a couple of other things just around indicating what mode you're in and stuff like that. So we do see the sockets as something that would improve and evolve over time. I can't say, just Jared is like a master of making crazy stuff with those sockets. So there's a lot of really fun things you can do with them right now.
This piece, by the way, that I'm messing around with is...
Roofs really are just hats for buildings.
This piece is for the win. It's...
What's awesome is you built this epic castle in like 3 minutes. Or what seemed like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's already 3:49, dude. I don't know where you've been.
No.
That's probably
Yes,
good
3:49.
enough. Let's get this here. Get another stair over here.
Well, we're going to have to keep BJ off at some point because we promised to play a level today.
I know, but this is good stuff. So.
I keep doing that.
No pressure.
Hey, I think, this is the man's swan song, so to speak.
This looks amazing, though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. Okay. Anyway, you can line this up and get some smooth traversal going, but I gotta speed up. These guys are getting on me.
No, hey, I'm telling you to take your time. It's Henry.
Mike's got his book for as long as we need today.
Okay.
Right, Mike?
Yeah, I don't know what I have for meetings. You think I would check this before the? Nothing too important. Well, I already missed that meeting, so that ship sailed. Yeah, no.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do this. Let me do one thing to this guy's brain. Brain. Let's get a left trigger. Do brains. Where's my pages? Pages. Switch page. Oops. Brains. Pages. Next page. Okay. And let's copy this. And paste that page. And I'm going to change the follow cam to first person cam. And change this button over here to the right. And then we'll go back to the previous page. And that should work. Okay.
Hey, did we change the amount of spark time? Forgot to
No.
ask you that.
No.
So here's my castle.
We may.
And it's
Something always
pretty sweet.
Experimentation and balance.
Switch to first person. Here's my castle in first person.
Nice.
Wow.
So I'm going to go up to this door. Lights up. It's interactive. This piece comes with the portcullis built into it. I just hit B.
Looks like we didn't change the settings.
It goes up.
Graphic settings.
And I'm inside my
checking
castle.
We just installed this just now.
Yeah, probably reset and reinstall it.
Cruise up the stairs. And I'm on top of the castle. Woohoo! I'm on top of the world!
And all of this stuff has been designed to be, what was it? Traversable something.
Traversable trademark.
Well, no, traversable is a word, but you had some other variant of it.
Navigable.
Traversability or something like that.
Oh, for traversability.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get a little gameplay in here. This is one of my favorite parts. Get a little. Actually, yeah, it's probably faster that way.
So how soon, Henry, from when this pack goes live, do you think we're going to see some really awesome stuff with this?
Oh my goodness. Based on the way things have been going now, like immediately. I can't believe the stuff that's out there.
I'm telling you, it's going to be like Skynet. Like, pretty soon people are going to be doing like Excel and Word and everything in Project Spark and all the stuff that we would never even possibly imagine and it's just going to be insane. And
I'd love to see what people have like not shared, you know, because like there's so many things.
Well, just like that Fable thing, like he hasn't shared that. He's like, oh no, I just showed screenshots. I'm still working on it. And I'm like, man, that would rival Ant for a number of downloads there.
Open the gate. Oh, let me show you this door back here too, real quick. It's got a.
So Rifle
comes
Dude,
with the brain, auto on, auto off.
Yeah. So Rifle Dude is asking about what we're going to be able to record with the Kinect animations. So for the start of the Xbox One beta, you'll be able to make your own emotes and replace the emote tile. So you would be able to do an attack, but you would have to have it function like an emote. So it's going to be a little bit harder if you want to add like your own special collisions and stuff like that on it. Beyond that, the kind of final plan for the release is that you will actually be able to do things like replace the run, replace the actual punches, and put your own animations in those situations, and then have all the standard properties from those things carry over. So I think in the meantime, you can use the emote system to do a great percentage of that and get pretty far to what you want, but then like come release, you're going to be able to actually replace those things in a lot easier, faster, and more friendly way.
Okay, cool. So, I just raided the Goblin Castle. Now, let me show you some other things that this pack comes with.
I want to see some of the textures.
So wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
And
wait, there's more.
And if you act now.
And if you act now.
Okay, so let's go into the paint.
For anybody wondering, like, where the billions of ideas come from when you read the item descriptions, that's him. He never is at a loss on how to use an item in our game.
Yeah.
It's the most impressive thing, like, ever.
Let's get this one. And
we'd be able to record more than one person using Kinect. I mean, voice-wise, you could, but it's only designed for one person at a time.
It's only designed for one
to
person
the character.
Right now. But you'd be able to do one person and then one person and then play them back simultaneously.
Right in the back of the castle.
So if you want to coordinate a scene, you would. It's just going to take that coordination.
Steak knives. You guys want steak knives?
Oh man, the Ginzu knives or the sharp knives.
So here's one of the new materials. It's the castle wall, and then we've got the castle roof. This is a cool one. This is nice.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that is nice.
Yeah, lovely. And then this new brick, which is great.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's like hypnotic.
That's pretty good stuff, actually.
Yeah. Yep. So you can add to your biome designs there. You can build a castle out of voxels and paint it with these, and let's see whose castle rivals whose, voxel castle versus 3D castle.
Or a combination.
Or a combination. Yep. Okay.
What do the sides look like?
It's all the same.
It's all the same?
Yeah, it's one-sided. Okay, back to props. And let me show you some of the sweet assemblies that come in this pack. We also went to town for you guys on the assemblies. Let me start with, say, Castle Bridge. So
Aris is all excited about the bridge.
This is really cool. This pack, I didn't pull all the pieces out. Like I said, there's like 30, 40 props in this pack. And back here, I didn't pull everything out. But there are some bridge pieces. And then so what we did here was we just wanted to start the idea for people like, oh, I can, take this stuff and build like a really cool bridge leading up to my castle. We took these tower pieces and everything, and I think there's some, I think Justin put some torch lights on here, some little torches in here. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Little torches and the flag up in the front. So I could go and find so there's that piece, the bridge B and the bridge A. Let me put my snap back on.
Now, this Bridge B is not as evil as the Rustic House B, right?
Well, we
Correct.
don't know, right? We didn't think Rustic House B was very nice when we first started.
That's
it's just,
true.
nobody knew. Nobody knew.
That was like a gremlin or something. I think somebody fed it after midnight.
Yeah, and then it just got really bad.
And let me show you. Okay, we built some towers for you guys. Just some examples of some additional towers. So there's that one. And we got A, B, and C. Get the B in here. B's pretty cool. It's also got a little torch and a flag at the top. And so these, we basically put these in here so you can just get to town with these larger things and just start building a castle real quick instead of going piece by piece if you want. So these are really just to help jumpstart you and give you some ideas of how you can mesh this stuff together, and the little window sills and whatnot. Sills.
Traversable.
Traversable.
What was the big hot question everybody wanted to know?
Oh, check this out. This is cool. Put this over here. So here what we did was we just took a wall, some torches, and a battlement, and then there's these arrow loop props that come in the pack. And we stuck those on there, and then we put a brain on those. And then oops, I don't need to go here. Grab a little goblin bud.
Yeah, one of the things maybe we can do is, we've talked before about sort of, being able to get just the PC version over to the Xbox One version is, I wouldn't say all hands on deck.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's a pretty good chunk of the team. So maybe what we can do is, after the Xbox One beta, get this list of things that have been in progress or things that have been going on, and not just sort of talk about timelines or priorities in vagueness, but maybe give you guys more of an actual status update as to how far away things are or how complete some of those things are. And then, we can start talking about, when our plans to roll those things out again are, because just like every major new feature, we're going to need to have some testing time on them too and get that out there.
And to be fair, a lot of that is like, before we started the beta, I had a lot of time to track that stuff and kind of bug Henry and everybody else to find out where that stuff was coming and where it is. And now it's just, with so much going on with the beta, I haven't really been able to focus on that, so I apologize. But, getting us a list will help us out, and then it's a little bit easier for me to go and just kind of go with people and review.
Yeah, it helps us too because, it shows what are the things that are important to focus on. And like we've always said, getting the game out to everybody and being able to see that is one of our priorities. So that's important to us. Going into the glued props equals one prop. So we're taking a pretty holistic look around the size stuff that we have currently in the game and the size limitations and the voxel counts and even the audio counts and a bunch of the other things, file storage, all this type of stuff. We're taking a pretty holistic look. We'll have more information after the Xbox One beta because people are so interested. The gluing stuff is something that's not off the table, so it's something that we're still considering and trying to actively explore, as well as a couple of other things. Some of them should be pretty cool, but we're focused right now on getting the parity from the PC over to the Xbox One, so we won't have any limit changes or anything like that until we get the Xbox One beta out, and potentially even the Xbox One beta gets stabilized, because we have to make sure things are running okay. But it's something that we hear you guys, we know is something that can take everything to the next level. So we're definitely looking into that as a big picture sort of view.
Okay, let me show you this this cool little assembly that comes in the pack. So again, using the arrow loops. So I've got just the assembly, 3 goblins, and my little bud. And I'm going to come in here and lure the goblins, and then you can see that the arrow loops are programmed to launch arrows at these guys.
Sweet.
And automatically defend the castle for me.
So I could easily build a castle really quickly, spawn a ton of goblins, and sit there in my castle and laugh maniacally as they just come in waves and get mowed down.
Yep.
Because that's all I want to do.
Yep. And then a couple of the other, I'll show you the 2 epic assemblies. If you just want a castle, like that's nice, that's cool, but I just want to put a castle down. So we broke it up into 2 pieces. One is called the Castle Rampart. And this is basically a pre-built ramparts for you. Let me get a closer look at this. So, it's got some light source elements going on, some torches, some flags. Go ahead and fill the inside with whatever you want. We put the cool gear. Oh, I want to call this out. This is the first pack that has an actual gear cog in it and a gearbox.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome.
True.
So everybody who's been wanting a gear, here's your gear.
That's true. You can do a ton of stuff with that.
And it is a fantasy gear. It's a medieval gear, so it's pretty rough. It's not built for precision.
Parity is our new favorite word. It's replacing eminent. We'll keep doing that.
And then we have the second part of it is called the Castle Outpost. This is something that you can, put out in the woods. You can try to raid this thing or whatever you want. I don't have snap on right now, but it does snap right up to this. I'm just gonna eyeball it real quick.
I love how epic every assembly feels.
Yeah, that is.
And then when you start putting the assemblies together, how they sort of build up.
Yeah, so you put that together with this, and there's a castle right out of the box. It is navigable. You can go up the stairs. It's got a. We took from the starter pack. We took the little elevator lift, and you can actually. Let me grab my little man. I'll come on here. Whee!
So we had a couple questions. One was a grappling system. I think, you know, lining up two objects together and having them grapple sounds like a pretty specific feature. I wouldn't think that would be overly high prioritized. What is probably something we need to look into is looking at extending or polishing the attachment system and getting it to accomplish maybe more of that. That's something that's probably reasonable. I can definitely say parity instead of parity. I can just interchange them all the time. And what was one of the other things that came up?
Oh, ledge grab.
He's leaking new information.
I know, right? Holy cow.
Yeah, things like climb and ledge grab are on a locomotion plan at some point as well.
Ledge grab would be huge.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, like, there's ways around climb, but we haven't seen people do too many good ones around ledge grab.
Oh, a couple more assemblies. I forgot. Almost. Okay, so the show is almost over here. Let me go back
That
to
was
my.
almost like a Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright moment. You're on!
What are we looking for here? House.
No, I think this is great. I mean,
Object opacity. Yeah, the art team is asking for that a lot too. Possible. I wouldn't say anytime soon, but it's something we do want. We do not want the Xbox One version to parody the PC version. That'd be bad, probably.
I don't know. It could kind of be fun.
So
if it parodied it, maybe.
If you act now, callers are standing by. We'll throw in these 3 Royal Townhouse assemblies. Oh, where's my little man? My little man.
If you order in the next 15 minutes, you will also get the Ginsu knife.
I'm just gonna have to. Oh, there he is.
I can't tell if Caffeine Powered Frog is making a statement that we should listen, or if he's declaring that we do listen.
Yeah, or he's deriding us for not listening.
Yeah, we definitely want transparency.
Radical transparency. Oh
Can
wait,
I
is that
get
different?
I think it is. Yeah.
How do I get my little man out of here?
Townhouse B.
Oh, they go to a pack.
Ugh.
Actually, it's part of a pack that's not even up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's watch the goblins
Eric
die
cracks me
again.
up.
BJ was playing content pack roulette.
Henry's fail sound pack.
That's true.
So we built these cool little homes using only keys to the
do that.
castle and a small amount of starter pack assets. You can see the little stovepipes there, and the chimney, and the woodsman's torch, which we blew out of proportion. Get the pot and stuff, but just an example of how you can take a couple of these props and build a little home. This guy here, he's got some Mo money.
That means he's got Mo problems.
He got Mo money, Mo problems, but he does have Mo house. So
That's good.
beautiful house.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I guess that limits his problems. And when
yeah.
he loses the house, then he's got even Mo problems.
Yeah, it's true.
And then we wanted to make this one. This one's cool for like the Fisherman's Wharf kind of thing. That way up there, up top, there's a house up there.
Man, I'd never go to
Put
the
this
store.
by the river, put a little cliff up by it, and this guy's got a cliff house.
Yeah, somebody asked if it's possible to make a grappling hook. I think the community's saying yes, and Jared would also say yes.
So, rope physics.
Oh, you missed.
Yep. So there you go. That is
There we go.
keys to the castle.
Guys, what do you think? I would think that this is the type of pack that you guys, most of the folks we get on the stream, right, the more hardcore creators, that this is the type of stuff that you'd like to see. But let us know, right? And well, we're tracking. We look at, what people like, what people are unlocking, and things like this. But it looks to me like this is the type of stuff from the feedback I've seen that you guys feel would really help you be able to take, your creations to the next level and add more stuff.
Can you switch our feed off so I can grab the beta?
I can try. I don't know what's going to happen. This is not in a suit set up. So this might look weird. Whoa! Oh, hello!
Extreme close-up.
So, yeah, Boston College, you know, they sponsored our stream today, so we'd like to thank their sponsorship.
Go all the way!
No, see, DJ, you're not even on. You've been cut off.
Oh.
This is now the Mike and
now
Henry
you're-
You know
show.
what?
That's
I'm
right,
not
that's
very
right.
photogenic. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, the Red Sox would like to remind you that season tickets are going on sale very soon.
Let's break down this Tom Brady pass incompletion. Do we want to update the beta? Do we want to roll the dice on that one? I'm going to probably need your password.
Oh, this is the whole thing.
That's
Sorry,
the-
I got to reset the camera and the settings and stuff.
Do you need my password?
No, I don't think it'll work because it's on production, right?
So they like the pack. They think it looks awesome. They want to buy it now.
So how
When
about
does it come out?
So how about Arctic biome? That sounds like a question for BJ.
How about that Arctic biome? Can we talk about Arctic biome? They saw some stuff in there.
You just announced the Arctic biome?
biome.
Oh my god. I knew he was going to announce something.
Arctic biome.
Damn.
Coming soon.
Who won the pool? Who did that? That might have been Raul that picked
I don't
that
know. We
DJ
went
would
like
announce
50
that.
minutes. That might have been Raul, I think.
Yeah, that guy, he's pretty savvy with that stuff.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear there's an Arctic biome being put together.
Yep.
So I think you need
But
to
you have to definitely see the. You have to definitely hold tight and see it because there's some really fun stuff included in it.
we need to reset because we're now tied to his account.
Right. Even when we switched over, because I did switch you over.
Yeah, see, we're
So
tied.
disconnected. You got it. Right. Yay. So let's see. What else do we have here?
Biggest interest, new creatures, attachments.
The password is 1 2. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's the
reproof.
same password as my luggage.
Penguins.
You know, nothing but the.
Arctic equals space fantasy. You could definitely build like
Ice Station Zebra.
Superman's lair, right?
Yep.
So let's see what else. What else rolled by that I missed? Do you want to build a snowman? There's been some people who have made some pretty cool snowmen already in like just the starter pack stuff.
Yeah.
Castle pack. Give me a date before my eyeballs pop out of my head. We are shooting for next week sometime, I believe. So we can say Castle pack will most likely be sooner than later.
Yep.
Yeah, the dreaded password from Crossroads. That's a tricky one. The Switch puzzles, too. I am a constant stream of movie quotes. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I'm a constant stream of older movie quotes. Mike is working his password magic here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's much better, Mike.
Well, I heard that password was no longer the most used password. It was recent news.
Yeah, did you see that top list of passwords?
Yeah.
Some of them are crazy.
So I
People put
figured
password as their password?
they used to, but now I guess it's not the
Now
most
they put
one.
password 1.
So I decided to start going with password again because I figured that's
Yeah.
no one's going to bother trying that because
Sure.
it's the exception that sort of.
We have
proves the rule.
117 minutes and our computer will restart.
Wow. Well, there you go. It's all part of the push here at
Any
Team
more
Dakota.
horror packs? I don't think we have anything planned in the near future for any more horror packs.
Do you want more horror packs? What do you want?
What kind of stuff would you want from a horror pack?
Oh my God.
Passwords. Please don't hack me.
Do we need to download the beta again?
Will the memory... Oh, the size of the Xbox One beta download? Good question. I'm going to guess it would be similar. Any plans for a London fog style? Oh, that would be amazing to do like a Victorian era pack. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any plans for that soon, but that's a cool idea. See new props that you don't have to unlock and buy.
Megan Fox from a horror pack.
We don't have any celebrity endorsements to announce at this time.
We're working on it though.
Did we do it?
I don't know.
Are we winning?
I think
we
we
go.
are.
So are you getting the update?
It's probably gonna make me log in again. So.
All right. People are requesting more quadrupeds. Oh, resizing without proportion constraints. So I'll be honest on that one. That's something that wasn't really on our radar until the community brought that up. We haven't done a ton of research on that, but that would be pretty powerful. The question is,
I don't think
how
you could do that.
frightening would that be, and what would it break? So that one's a much longer investigation, but you guys put it on our radar. So I will be honest about that. It hadn't come up until you guys started really stretching the boundaries.
I don't. What do I know? I've just that sounds pretty hard to me.
Andy told me the stone walls from Alpha that I made the dungeon modules from was going to come back. That would be castles. Do you have any idea where those are? Do you know where the stone walls are?
I do.
Are they trapped in a box?
They're in the ether. Yeah, they're...
Oh, wait, hold on. I apparently I need a beta key.
Oh, man. I heard you got to jump through hoops to get one of those.
Racetrack pack.
So
we got to get to the vehicle physics first, really.
I believe I saw the stone walls on a
really,
milk carton earlier. Maybe we'll follow up on where the stone walls went. Something BJ knows.
He's
trying not to leak anything.
Yes, yeah. They're chilling right now. They're chilling, but they are.
As I said, they're on the milk carton.
Yeah. They have not been cut.
Yes, pun was intended. I'm sorry. I switched from movie quotes to puns. Girly pack. I'm not quite even sure what that means.
That's the pack that I want. That has
ponies and unicorns.
Yeah, rainbows, but you know.
I think that's stereotypical.
But yeah, I mean, I want that stuff. And is it girly? I don't know.
I think it's just cool.
I think yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I want Lucky Charms so I can make cereal.
Yeah. So we can remake Rainbow Road in Mario Kart.
Yep.
We're actually entering our own beta key.
Yep. The top one on the list. I don't know.
Can I copy paste? Hey, who had the idea to put O's and zeros in the beta key?
You're not even
Skyrim
typing.
pack.
Why am I not typing? We fail to enter our own beta keys daily.
So yeah, well, I think it's important for us to have to go through what everybody else does. So that's why we make it.
No,
so
you think what's important is that I go through what everyone else does.
The reason
because you're sitting over there.
Well, I did enter my password just 14 different times logging in, so it's not like this was not without pain.
Put the dashes?
So
I put the dashes.
You don't have to put the dashes.
You don't have to put the dashes.
Caps.
I was going to say invalid.
Yeah. Because
you didn't put the dashes.
You know what it is? No, it's not. It's because the service is down. That's probably why.
It might be the service is down.
Yep, it looks right.
Yeah. I can re-enter with the dash.
Can you run in offline mode?
We could, but we couldn't play anybody's levels.
Didn't we already?
We have to have the
download
beta
Frog's
key
level?
in already.
Well, it's not like I haven't had a beta key.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. You know what? I haven't really spent a lot, so maybe our business guys just said
locked you out. It's because you haven't been leveling fast enough.
Yeah, I haven't been leveling fast. Well, you guys haven't been doing a lot more in the stream, so basically
I think you gave me a used beta key.
Well, I do resell these things. I mean,
Oh, it's missing a...
On eBay. I just deleted it now.
So,
Yeah, I have a feeling the service is down.
So, Frog, we might...
This is like the perpetual... It's like the guy who gets bumped from Letterman every week.
I know, right? He keeps showing up to go on Letterman,
I know.
and then he gets bumped every week. So, we may not be able to... so, rule says services are down, so verifying keys right now. So...
Yeah, there you go.
Good thing. It's good, Raul. It's a good thing you tune in the stream and you can tell us this stuff because it's super helpful.
It is. Getting word back from mission control is huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like.
No, but I practiced typing into beta keys now.
You did, and that was good stuff.
So I got that going for me.
So let me put this back on.
Which was another veiled movie reference.
Because Boston College only paid for a certain amount of time here, and I don't want to make
go all the way.
the other ones to do that. So hey, and there's a key if anybody needs one. If
all
you
right,
copy that down. So let us know. We'll get to the other stuff there. please take a look at, once everything comes up, check out the patch notes. I'm sure we've missed. I think we know we've missed a lot of things, but this is a new process. So, way you guys can help us, if you notice things that change, let us know.
If you
we'll
see
track
anything
them down.
get worse, let us know.
Anything gets better, you can let us know that too.
Let us know, yeah.
And we're looking at sometime next week, hopefully, for Keys to the Castle. It sounds like you guys are kind of like it, and
this has been a great stream. We're going to take down the beta every stream, I think. That's the way to go.
yeah, I mean, it helps our numbers, right? Like, we just kind of have somebody trip over the cord, and whoa, sorry, it's down. And as far as the beta coming back up, I'll jump on the forums as soon as we get out of here, and I'll give you guys an update and let you know when to check back. Probably be every couple hours until we get it done, but this is the sort of thing that happens. We're trying to work out the processes and things like that. In the meantime, Mike Kelly Tunes is...
That's right, the stream doesn't stop.
Yeah, the streaming never stops, even if the service might. That's a cool little... No. Project Spark community, they're going almost 24/7. In fact, I had to yell at them to get them to stop streaming now because everybody was over there and no one would watch us. Maybe we need to start just streaming on their channel.
That's right.
Yeah, can we do that to increase our numbers?
Take it over.
Like, hey, yeah, we're gonna do it on your channel because you guys have all the traffic. So follow that. We'll be doing some updates next week. I don't know what we'll be covering now. Maybe we can have BJ back to announce something else. What'd you announce? Arctic Pack.
Arctic Pack.
You want to come back and talk more about the Arctic Pack?
I'd love to show the Arctic Pack.
Yeah. And we'll be giving more information on where we stand with Xbox One. I don't know if we'll have it next week, but the week after we may have a better idea on exactly what day, week, time frame it's going to be. We're still looking really good for February, so nobody's panicking now yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I mean, there's plenty of time left to panic though. So
Don't tune into the stream when we do a test one day and people be running around. Ah!
Yeah, that'll be great. So yeah, follow us on Twitter and Facebook for updates. Go to twitch.tv, Project Spark Community, one word. They're always streaming. I'm sure somebody's going to be streaming right now. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks again.
Frog,
Thanks.
we'll get you next week. Promise.
Yes.
Want to hit mute there so we can wave our arms and...